It's Sunday, August 21st, and the United States has stated categorically that it will continue to send arms over to the Ukraine and more arms and ammunition to assist in the Ukrainian war effort. Meanwhile, Putin and Macron, the French premier, have talked about the situation around the nuclear plant. Now, the nuclear plant has a name that starts with a Z, and I cannot pronounce it. But the other day, 4 people were injured around the plant. Meanwhile, Macron has convinced Putin to have the UN inspectors go into the plant. And Putin has agreed. He has agreed that the UN inspectors can visit the plant and inspect it. But I believe that Putin is going to set some ground rules as to what they can inspect and where they can go. I don't think that Putin is dumb enough to let the UN inspectors go anywhere they want in the plant. Now, that nuclear plant has been used as a storage facility by the Russian army. They have stored weapons, and quite large weapons, in that plant and in that area, because they know that the Ukrainians can't afford to attack that area with anything, any kind of missiles, because if they set that plant off, that will kill hundreds of thousands of people in Europe, and that would be a disaster. So the Russians have been very smart by taking over that plant and storing weapons and military people probably in and around the plant. And they held hostage the people who run the plant. So they're making sure that nothing leaks. But listen, one misguided missile, one mistake, and you will have a disaster, a monumental disaster. And we have seen that. We all remember Grenoble. We remember the accidental leakage of radioactivity. So imagine this plant, the largest nuclear plant in Europe, is in Putin's control. And if the Russians keep getting killed on the battlefield like they are, where they're running out of people to fight for them, they're conscripting everybody, and they're paying huge sums of money to volunteers to go into the fight. But they're not winning. They're not winning. They haven't had a victory in this special military operation yet. Meanwhile, both leaders, that's Putin and Macron, have admitted that it must be very important for the International Atomic Energy Association experts to visit the plant for an assessment of a situation on the ground. Now, I don't think we'll get a real good assessment, because I don't know whether Russia will allow these people to wander all over the plant. I would be much happier if there were representatives from nations that are involved in this situation to go in along with the Atomic Energy Commission. That would make me much happier. Because I don't think that Putin is really prepared to allow these experts, the atomic energy experts, to wander the plant and go anywhere they want in the plant. Listen, he's got military equipment in there. One of these people could go in the plant and then spill the beans on what's in the plant. And I don't know if he would be too happy about that. So I don't think he's going to let these people wander the plant freely. Now, Zelensky is happy about the prospect of the inspection, as he called it, and he said so in his nightly address to the Ukrainian people. But he said the specifics are still to be ironed out. So he recognizes the fact that the Russians might not show everything that's possibly going on in the plant. And listen, this is a special military operation. You don't expect the Russians to give up all the beans, right? So this is a very tricky situation. But it's a step in the right direction. But a little tiny step in my mind, because I'm not sure that it's really going to bring anything to fruition. It's not going to end this special military operation favorably for the Ukrainians at this point. The only favorable result for them was for Russia to leave, and Russia should be prepared to pay all the fees for the damages that they've done. But Russia can't afford that. Russia can't afford this war. Their economy is not great. And with all the sanctions and all the stoppage of the oil, they're in deep shit too. So there's got to be something else that Putin wants out of this inspection. And we haven't heard what it is yet. But don't be surprised if this thing doesn't come off. Don't be surprised if he backs out because of some idiosyncrasy that somebody from the UN or Zelensky or Macron adds to the inspection. So we don't know what the deal is right now. And as far as I'm concerned, until it really, really happens, I won't believe it. And I probably won't believe whatever the results are, because I know that there have to be some restrictions that will enable Putin to save face, and some restrictions that won't allow the rest of the world to really know what's going on in this nuclear facility. And all I can say is that this is a dangerous thing for the whole world. And hopefully something good might come of this, but I'm seriously doubting that right now. So in any event, I'm surprised that this happened, but I'm glad, and maybe we will get some truth out of the entire situation. But don't count on it. So I leave you with that this morning. The big inspection is going to take place, but I don't know how much it's going to help the special operation end. So I leave you with that this morning. Have a great day. Bye.